Hey guys, my recording cut off, so welcome and enjoy the video.
About how do you manage to get ahead? How do you do it? I mean, there's so many things out there trying to take your money, trying to get after you. You you need to get ahead. You need to be at a place where you have money to to do what you need to do. Okay. I've come up with a few things here that have really helped me and have made me more successful as a person and as a family. So this isn't going to be super long, I don't think. It's just some quick tips just to help everyone. All right. So in order to have the money that you need just to do day-to-day life, I don't care if you're a millionaire or you make minimum wage. Football players, statistically, they end up poor after their career because they don't know how to manage money well, right? So number one, live below your means. This is beating a dead horse to say the least, but I think it's worth pointing out that most people choose not to live below their means. And this could be anywhere from their car. Most people finance their phone. And I'm saying, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing to finance your phone or a car. I'm just saying, do you have the money to do it? And is that phone or is that car going to make you poorer? Could you take that money and put it, like, for instance, in the stock market, or like I showed you in a previous video, a high interest savings account? So where you're, for one, saving, but two, you're making a little bit off your money. So number one, live below your means. Number two, have no debt except for your house. And this is really tough because having no debt except for your house, I can tell you what, I'm not there yet. My wife and I, we still have one car left, and then we'll be out of debt, right? So I'm right there along with you guys. I haven't had credit card debt, but the number one reason that people can't afford things is because they're so bogged down with, okay, you got your phone. Phones are in a form of debt that you have to pay off. You have, if you're if you're married or have a girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, you both have a vehicle payment. Obviously, your house. You could have, payments on other things. Just paying those down are critical because, one, lots of them have high interest rates, and two, you can use that money. You can pay yourself back. You can give yourself raises by getting those things out of the way and making room for other stuff. All right. I just mentioned having a car payment. Buy used cars. This is a lot about mentality. If your mentality is, I need to have the greatest and best car in the world, then you're going to end up paying for it. I mean, I've known some people who have had hundreds of dollars in car payments, $500, $600, $700 for just one car. Okay. So imagine what you could do with that, right? So $600, let's just say, for instance, you had two $500 car payments. That's $1,000. So at the end of the year, that's 12 grand that you could have had saved up. So 12 grand at a 9% return. I don't know what that is off the top of my head. Let's just say 10% return, right? That's $1,200 a year that the money is making you, right? So just the mentality has to be switched of, the vehicle is something that gets you from point A to point B. Do you have to do it in style? Yes or no? That's what it really comes down to. Or would you rather have an extra $12,000 a year? Credit cards. So this is something that I'm really on the fence about, to be honest. I have credit cards. I use credit cards. I think that sometimes credit cards can be amazing at their rewards. So over the past year, I've probably got in the range of probably $300 to $400 just in rewards on credit cards. I have not paid 1 cent of interest on my credit cards. I pay them off every month, and I've always done that since I was 18 years old. And again, this is just a mentality. The credit card is not for you to go out and buy things that you would not already have the money for. Okay, that's where a lot of people get into trouble. And this is not a condemning video. Okay, I don't want this to sound like I know it all, and I don't know it all. But from what I've done in my personal life, if you let credit cards get away with your life as a means to get something you don't already have money for, that's a real red flag. So just be careful with that. But if you're using them for cash back, they're incredible. It's free money. So just something to think about. Having a separate savings account is absolutely huge. For me, it's something that I don't look at all the time. It's not connected to my checking. It's just off. It's off on its own. It's available. It's liquid, but at the same time, it's not. I don't keep all my funds in a checking account. It's just, for me, I just see that number and I'm like, oh, I can spend here, I can spend there. It's too much of a temptation. So I would suggest a separate checking account or savings account, so where you can put all those funds in there and just forget about them. Keep adding. I think reoccurring payments each month are a great way to save with a savings account. You don't even have to worry about it. It's awesome, actually, if you had a second account where the money just goes out and you don't even see the money when you get paid. It just is taken out every month. Another thing that's really important is to have goals. So having goals is so critical. Just because if you're saving, what are you saving for, right? I mean, a lot of times I am speaking for you guys, but I'm speaking for myself, is I have these accounts where I'm trying to save, but for what, right? I mean, if they're just sitting in an account and inflation's at 2%, I'm actually losing money each year just having my money sit. So making sure to have really good, important goals. Like if you wanted a really nice car, get a beater, save up $1,000, sell the car you have now and get a car that's $1,000 nicer. That's a really simple way to move up in cars. All right. Another point is just, making more money. If you have been in a job where you've been stagnant for a while and you haven't been making enough, I know now is just a really tough time, but I would encourage you to get out there and see what's out there. I mean, you have so much potential and you are capable of way more than you think you are. So if you feel like you're in a rut, go out there and hit it. I mean, you've got nothing to lose. It's the best time in your life to do something is the here and now, right? So I hope that helps you guys. Those are just a few tips that have helped me over the years. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right? Take care. Bye.